Welcome to Crossbody of Work. My name is Evan.
I am Javier.
John Cena Part 2. We are diving into the career of Super Cena. This is when John Cena gets unlikable in many eyes.
This is when he gets Super Cena.
This is when he goes all Super Cena. I really didn't... Super Cena really existed in my lull period. I'm not saying that's the reason that I stopped watching wrestling. I stopped watching wrestling because I just kind of fell out of it. It happens. It's not Cena's fault.
Happened to me.
But I did know that every time I went and looked at what was happening in wrestling, John Cena was champion. At least that's how it felt. It was either him or Orton. That was it.
I mean, you're not wrong. I think at one point they were like all knotted up on title reigns, and then Cena obviously just kept winning and losing and winning it. Yeah. It became the point where Cena became a transitional champion. Like if Cena won the title, he was going to lose it within a month
to a new heel.
Yeah, and then win it back and then lose it to the next one.
Ridiculous. Obviously, you know our thoughts on John Cena. You probably listened to last week's episode where we looked at the birth of Cena. Out of the shell of the prototype came John Cena, and this week it's all about main event John. You know, we're looking at some of his classic matches. We're looking at some of his classic rivalries. There's a weird one here. Randy Orton, classic rivalry. No real classic matches with John. They just don't do it well. They're two guys, top of the industry, really good. They just don't have the chemistry.
They've had some good matches, I would say. They've had some very, very good matches. Just no
bangers.
No great ones.
No. But we do see the great one later. Boom. Spoilers. Let's do all the housekeeping. Follow us on Twitter at Crossbody of Work. Wherever you're listening, be sure to rate 5 stars. I always say wherever you're listening. You're on your phone. I would say 99% of you are on your phone. So whatever app you use on your phone, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Yeah, Javier's on his phone right now while I do all this nonsense. Rate us 5 stars. It helps out tremendously. Check out the merch table, fullpressshop.com. Cop the merch. Wear the tees. Tell us everything. Tell us we're pretty. Pet our hair. Give us pizza. Whatever.
Oh.
Yeah. Do these things. Do these things for us.
Put the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again.
Speaking of hose, JBL. GOAT level transition. Last week we ended with John Cena winning the WWE Championship from John Bradshaw Layfield in a match that was surprisingly short. This week it is an I Quit match, Judgment Day 2005 versus JBL. It is John Cena defending the WWE Championship. This match, long as fuck.
Yeah, it's longer than I remember. But honestly, it's better than I remember it being too.
Got a couple cool things here. The JBL limo, cool or nah?
My first note here is I love how extra the JBL entrance is.
Oh yeah, the cowbell, the very grand music. The horns on the front of the limo is always a nice touch.
He comes out of it. He's like, yeah.
I always hated that he had the little towel around his neck usually too. God, I'm like, where the fuck did you come from? The sauna?
The jacket.
Yeah.
God, he looked like such a piece of shit. JBL, God, I feel like JBL in retrospect just doesn't get the credit that he deserves for that run. Like, yeah, he sucked. But he sucked because he was such a good heel.
He sucked in the best way possible.
Such a good heel.
Yeah.
Like the match qualities weren't great, but I just banged my knee. But name someone else who was having a great match around that time period. It's hard to live a good in-ring life in 2004. You know, we had Eddie Guerrero.
I was going to say the entirety of Ring of Honor.
Yeah, but more WWE than anything. Like fair. Eddie Guerrero and Dickhead,
Ray had good matches, yeah.
And all those people, yeah, they were around, but he wasn't working programs with them. He was working with the Big Show and people like that. And at some point, you got to just take it for what it was. He was an excellent heel, and he was the perfect guy to match up with John Cena.
So JBL has his limo. John Cena is out here with a big rig, with a DJ on the back with the turntables. John Cena, at this very moment, is the most over babyface in the world.
He is untouchable to me. This was at this rate right here. This was the point where John Cena was bulletproof. I would tell my dad to fuck off
if John Cena said.
If John Cena told me to, I would do anything that man said. I would sell crack for John Cena at this point, and I was only 8 years old.
I would hustle.
I was like
Loyalty,
7, 8 years
respect.
old at this point.
Yeah.
John Cena was God to me.
If
And,
John
like,
Cena wanted to take over the world, he could command an army of 7 to 10-year-olds at this time.
my man is just on the back of a truck. He's got the new theme blaring. It's the
Yeah.
theme that we all know now, but by
Mhm.
at that moment in time, it was still new. Bad Bunny copied John Cena. That's all I know. When Bad Bunny was going around New York, just playing his music at the back of that truck, my man was inspired by John Cena.
This is the first WWE title match first WWE title I Quit match since Mankind Rock from the 99 Rumble. This does not have the same type of ending. Nobody fucking dies.
I mean,
There's a lot of blood,
it's a lot of blood.
but nobody's family is mad at other people's family.
There's a lot more blood in this one. I can tell you that much.
Let's start the match. What do you think?
It's an I Quit match for a pretty heated feud that starts with a collar and elbow tie-up.
Yeah, every time.
Come on. Come on.
Cena with a decent arm drag. JBL breaks the arm hold because Cena locks in an arm hold by just sliding out to the outside. I was like, that's smart. I like that.
JBL starts punching him because that's half of his offense.
A solid percentage, yeah.
Yeah, Cena clotheslines JBL out of the ring. I was shocked he didn't go for a dive.
No dive.
We've been conditioned as wrestling fans in 2022 that when a spot like that happens, a dive is going to occur.
And then when the dive happens, we're going to commercial every time.
Every time.
Every time. Yep.
Man, it was the. I love AEW. I love watching Dynamite.
Yes.
Watching Dynamite this week was rough because I could just tell you when they were going to commercial.
Yeah.
Like I could see it coming from a mile away. There would be a dive spot, commercial. There would be an impact move and someone would slide out of the ring, commercial. Like it was God, we gotta work on this as professional the entire industry. Yeah. The entire industry. We need to come together and be like, hey, let's fix up this commercial allotment.
JBL's up in the apron. He gets suplexed into the ring by Cena, and then we end up on the outside. JBL launches Cena over the barricade. We're in the crowd. I was looking for fun crowd signs. I saw none. Disappointed, people. Disappointed.
So JBL takes apart the announce table, and he gets Cena. So JBL has been trying to force Cena to say I quit this whole time. He's been trying to get the mic up in his mouth and say I quit. Which, by the way, JBL, when you do that, you are saying I quit. Why is this match not over?
You lose. End it. We're done.
I understand. He said it.
Yeah.
But anyways, I digress. Cena he goes, say I quit or your ass is mine. And Cena just fucking decks his ass.
Yeah. JBL, he's trying to get him to say I quit, like you said. He's smacking and choking Cena with a leather belt.
By the way, workplace harassment to get the belt. He literally reached it towards a man's crotch and pulled the belt out.
Well, that's just the type of shit JBL does.
Sexual harassment. Just want to put that out there.
I love it because Cena's getting whipped, and then all of a sudden Nick Patrick is there with a microphone like Joe Rogan after a dude gets fucking knocked out in UFC. What do you think about the fight?
So my favorite will always be Alistair Overeem saying, I swear I made him tap. Alistair Overeem was fighting Stipe Miocic back in Cleveland, and they show the replay. You clearly see that Miocic did not tap.
No.
And Alistair Overeem was talking out of his ass, and everyone was just like, yeah, from now on, we should not interview someone that just got knocked the fuck out.
We should just let Chris Tucker join in.
You just got knocked the fuck out.
God bless Friday. Cena reverses JBL on the announce table because JBL was trying to, I guess, powerbomb him through. I think that was the plan. And instead, he gets back body dropped through the other announce table, which is good.
Cena yelled out, kiss my ass.
Yeah. JBL clocks Cena with a chair shot to the head. Ooh.
Okay, but before that, Cena hits JBL with a monitor.
That's true. I love those cartoon. Like, they're so comical. The size of
they
these
make
monitors.
No sense nowadays.
No, you don't need them. They don't make any sense.
Also, I like how they only have them. Like, if they ever set up 2 announce tables, they only ever have them on the announce table that isn't the main announce table.
Yeah,
like a regular announce table has like the little like tablets.
Yeah. ECW, you get these old monitors. All right, have fun. Have fun. JBL, like I said, clocks Cena with a chair shot. JBL gets the chain and padlock, and when we go back to Cena, it looks like he is covered in ketchup because that man is busted open from the
He
chair
got
shot.
JBL hits a bunch of short arm clotheslines, which, by the way, Cole just kept saying clothesline from hell, clothesline from hell. Like, these are just like normal short arm clotheslines.
Yeah.
Like, literally anybody would do this.
We're not in hell.
He's not even like putting a lot of oomph into them either.
No.
JBL grabs Cena's chain, like you mentioned, starts choking him. Cena explodes with punches at one point here because he was just like, fuck, I gotta do something. And JBL just low blows him, starts talking shit.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Eventually, Cena does regain his bearings because he is God. 5-knuckle shuffle, FU, and it's an I Quit match. So obviously that leads to nothing. JBL gets out of the ring.
So we head to the limo.
Does the you can't see me and walks away.
Yeah. Cena gets neckbreakered on the front of the limo, on the hood. It's also weird because the limo's white. At this point, both men are covered in John Cena's blood. And it's great because you see the visual of the bloody handprints all over the limo, and it looks really, really cool. We work around to the side of the entrance ramp, and JBL unplugs one of the biggest, like, just home TVs I've ever seen. It is just a TV with a big fat back on it, and chokes Cena with the cord. Cena powers out of that and smashes JBL's head through the TV and then through the window of the limo. Two different smashes through windows. Poor JBL's brain.
Yeah, it's not a good time to be JBL.
No, he's mush. Yeah.
Eventually. So Cena suplexes JBL on the hood of the limo.
Yeah.
And then JBL at one point here, I don't even remember what the fuck. Oh, he was like fucking hanging John Cena while choking him with a fucking cable.
Yeah.
And I wrote down, "Yo, let me fight JBL, dog." Like, I just want to fight him at this point.
Let me throw hands.
Like, if Blue Meanie could fuck him up a little bit, let me get him.
Yeah, you get him.
Get at him. He just keeps choking John Cena. Like, this is the shit Daniel Bryan got fired for.
Yeah.
Cena rocks JBL with the mic, and you could hear the mic break, like the static and shit. Like, the mic no longer works, 100%.
Yeah. So Cena ran JBL into a gas canister on the back, like a nitrous gas canister on the back of the truck. JBL caught him with the DDT, and then JBL was on top of a structure, and Cena hits him with the microphone multiple times, and JBL tumbles through a table, a very conveniently placed table. By
the way, a very convenient fall. He like falls in a weird way just so you can be able to get to the table.
Smart. This is then the greatest thing in all of history happens at the ending here. Cena gets a pipe, and as any normal human being would, upon receiving a pipe, John Cena yells, "I got a pipe!"
It's the exhaust pipe from the limo.
He's so excited. I got a pipe.
It's not like a regular pipe, people. Like
it's a big pipe.
It's literally an exhaust pipe from the limo. It's huge.
It's a comically large pipe. So he's so excited. I got a pipe. That makes JBL quit because he doesn't want Cena's pipe. Pause. Cena blasts him through some glass anyways. John Cena wins. He retains his title. JBL. I love when heels quit in the most just shitty places. Like he just quit because he didn't want to get hit anymore. He's like, no,
and then he
good.
Points at the side of his head like he's the smart one.
Big brain move. It's like, dude, you lost. Anyways, let's move on. Solid match. We're moving ahead to Unforgiven 2006. John Cena defending the WWE Championship. Or John Cena? No, John Cena's not defending the WWE Championship. He's challenging for the WWE Championship with Edge. It's a TLC match.
Story of this match is that Cena has a contract ready with SmackDown for 3 years.
If John Cena loses, he goes to SmackDown, which is much more believable than loser leaves WWE. No, you have two brands. Make it make sense.
This is brand split era. This is where the brand split era still somewhat made sense.
It's true. Rated R spinner belt, no bueno. No bueno. For me.
Well, for me, it's no bueno for multiple reasons.
Why?
Because I hated Edge.
That's true.
This is right. I haven't mentioned it. So by this point, 2006, this feud with John Cena, is this 2006 or 7?
This is 6.
This is 6. But this was the point where I don't think I've ever hated, even still to this day, I don't think I've ever hated anything, any person, any item, any whatever, any experience more than I hate Edge at this point in my life.
Fair.
The hatred that I had for Adam Copeland, the hate, like just the pure hatred.
Edge is Cena's greatest rival, right?
100%.
100%.
To
I
me,
agree.
it's not even like CM
Yeah.
Punk is great. You know, the fucking shit with JBL was awesome. Like early careers with Kurt Angle was all this stuff that like Orton. You know, there's been a lot of great feuds. None of them touch Edge.
None
Not
of
even
them.
remotely close.
It was just so personal. Also, we're in Toronto, and Edge has never lost a TLC match. That is 2 strikes against Edge for this match. Because WWE loves having people lose in their hometown, and the fact they brought up his undefeated TLC streak, not a good sign for Adam.
I mean, my man got thrown into the Long Island Sound, and it's looking like he's going to do the job.
It's our first Cena sucks / split crowd. It's the first time. Which, like, you could explain some of it away. It's like, well, it's Canada. They're going to cheer for Edge, which, yeah, we are. But some people are tired of Chain Gang Cena at this point. They're tired of him.
This was weird because the crowd was, like, fully behind Edge, I feel like. But also, like, Cena was getting the half and half. So it was, like, weird because no one was outright getting booed.
That's the thing is there was too many cheers. Everybody was cheering for Edge, and like half people were cheering for Cena. So it's like 150% of the people are cheering for.
Yeah,
people.
It's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah,
75% of the whole cheering situation is happening.
I got 133 and 1/3% chance that I'm confused. Cena takes down Edge after a slap that gets more cheers than the Toronto Maple Leafs. That joke works for somebody. There's like three hockey fans will go, yeah.
So by the way, we got to talk about it before this match even starts. Edge, the hometown boy, also the WWE champion, comes out first.
I know. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
What?
If you're gonna make up stupid little rules, follow the stupid little rules.
But not only that, like, first off, the champion should always come out last.
Correct.
I understand that Cena is the babyface in this feud. Edge is the hometown person.
Yeah.
He's going to get cheered.
Yeah.
What is going on? What are we doing here?
It's stupid.
It's stupid.
No. So, like I said, Edge gets taken down by Cena. We get 2 chairs set up. Edge reverses Cena suplex into a backwards DDT onto the chair. Looking good for Edge. It's looking good early on.
By the way, John Cena in the camo shorts is goated.
It's like his hidden attire. It's like the one you got to unlock later in the game, and you're like, yeah, camo shorts, let's fucking go.
Edge hits a swinging neck breaker at one point here, and the crowd goes stupid. At one point, so Cena's up against like the middle rope area, and there's a ladder on the outside. Edge gets on the barricade, jumps, drop kicks the ladder right into John Cena's face, and we get one of my favorite calls of JR's career.
Go to town.
A little Home Depot drop kick.
Home Depot drop kick.
And by the way, that's one of my favorite calls. Later on in this episode, we'll get to my favorite JR call ever.
I think the idea of having a Home Depot dropkick is great because it reminds me of like in NBA 2K games where there's like the Sprite Slam Cam. Like, just sponsor all these fucking things.
Anytime Randy Orton does a dropkick, fucking Home Depot drop. God, can you imagine how many sponsorships New Japan would get for that? Just for Okada alone.
The AT&T Dive of the Week. Make it happen.
Poor AT&T. They'd be getting a lot of... You'd have to pay a good amount for that. That's a lot of buzz right there.
That's a lot of buzz. The dive? Yeah, that's a lot.
Dive of the week. You know how many of those there are? They're like 3 in a match.
How many commercial breaks do we have? Cena gets some life with a hip toss onto a ladder that's propped in the corner. Cena wants to do an FU onto the tables on the outside. Edge avoids. Edge is on the top rope. Cena sets up a table and meets him up there. We get a sunset flip powerbomb, but Edge slips. And it doesn't quite reach the tables.
And they botched it.
Edge,
this is a botch on both sides. So yes. Edge definitely slipped. This is 100% Edge's fault because he slipped. But Cena also didn't throw himself.
Yeah, Cena just fell with it.
Yeah, Cena did not give him anything. Like even if Edge had slipped and fallen like this, and Cena had still just gone backwards, like we could have just been like, all right, Edge just threw him on the powerbomb. That's fine. That's acceptable. But he didn't.
He just dropped. So they had to recover. Commentary tries to cover for them a little bit, and then they just do a power slam spot through the table.
Just regular power slam.
We got to use these tables. We set them up. So let's go.
Edge at one point here, Cena's on the outside, and Edge like kind of teeters the ladder that's like set up against the ropes, kind of like towards the corner, and he climbs it. He runs up the ladder, just throws himself to the outside for a flying crossbody,
which is dope.
Edge gets a chair. It absolutely melts John Cena with it.
He fucking clocks him with it. He's so smug after he hits him too. He's like,
And I'm like,
I hit him with a chair.
I want this man dead. I hope AJ buries him in 3 seconds at WrestleMania.
Cena's on a table. Edge puts another table on top. I'm putting a table on top of a fucking table.
Before that, he goes for the concerto, though.
Oh, yes, true. Does do the concerto. This dude loves sandwiches of weapons.
He goes for a concerto. Cena gets out of it, trips Edge by tripping Edge, and then hits a blockbuster on the chair that was set up on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You missed a couple of spots here. What the fuck are you doing, Evan?
I got excited about the table sandwich.
There was a Cena. Cena hits an puts on an STFU with
in the
Edge,
ladder,
and Edge is like sandwiched on a ladder.
Yeah.
Cena hits
Edge taps. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
No.
Cena hits Edge with a ladder. Cena FU's Edge onto a ladder. All right, now you can.
Table spot. All right, fuck yeah, table sandwich. I love it because Cena was just playing possum and he just sneaks out and knocks Edge off the turnbuckle because fuck you. Stop doing something so elaborate. I've regained all my stamina meter. Get out of here. I started playing WWE 2K again because I got excited about 2K22. So
are we getting 22? We doing GM mode?
Oh, you can't do it. You have to be local, I think. People are saying that GMO is going to be just disappointing as fuck.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I know. I'm here to just make
everything.
Be
local?
Sad. I think it has to be local.
Well, I'm not going to fucking Canada. So.
And I'm not going to America.
I recommend you do.
Cena gets a comically large ladder. Not a big show size ladder, but like a really tall ladder. Like a Jeff Hardy put that under the ring ladder. And he starts to climb, but Edge spears him off the ladder from his own ladder. Shades of WrestleMania X7. I feel bad for Edge's neck.
Yeah, the countdown has started.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Unfortunately. So Edge starts climbing, we get the spear spot. So Cena gets an ugly ass chair shot to Edge at one point here.
Yeah.
Did not look great. Had commentary questioning whether he got all of it. Just to tip off how bad it was.
Yeah.
Cena has a hand on the title at one point here. Then you hear the crowd kind of like cheer a little bit. They like get a little life and you're like, what the fuck is happening? And Lita comes out, slides into the ring, tips the ladder over. Cena falls through a stack of tables on the outside.
If there's anybody who's going to come out here and dump somebody off a ladder, I trust Lita. She's been around ladders for a long time.
I mean, I feel, to be fair, it's kind of hard to fuck that up. You just pick it up.
I mean, you'd hope
pick up
so.
One of the legs.
Edge's on the ladder. Lita sees Cena going for him. Lita then hits a chair shot to Cena's back. That knocks Cena into the ladder, which then knocks Edge off the ladder through the tables that were set up on the outside. Whoopsies.
Cena gives Lita an FU. Then starts his ascent of the big old ladder. Edge meets him up there.
I'm surprised Edge got back up, by the way. Dude got bodied to the outside through tables.
You know why I wasn't surprised?
Because you know this match?
Would but also it ties into. I'm not going to spoil it because it's the finish here. They have an exchange at the top that lasts for a little bit. Cena then grabs Edge, puts him in the FU position, and FUs him through the two tables that were stacked right next to the ladder in the middle of the ring.
We had unused tables still.
Yeah, we had unused tables. That's how I knew Edge was coming back.
That's true. John Cena is now the WWE champion. He doesn't have to go to SmackDown.
He's so disappointed. He's like disgusted at himself after he did that, by the way.
I can't believe I did this. You're going to do much worse as Peacemaker, John. Don't you worry.
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this. Let's take a break. When we're back, we're looking at a fatal four-way match from 2007. Back from the break. John Cena versus Randy Orton versus Edge versus Shawn Michaels. WWE Championship. Fatal four-way Backlash 2007. A lot of layers in this one. A lot of old feuds and coming feuds and old former teammates. A lot of layers.
It's like an onion.
It's like a parfait.
Not where I would have gone with that, but
it's a wrestling lasagna.
Shrek taught me that it's an onion, so I'm gonna go with onion. So
You make people cry.
So, so see, as soon as the match starts, Cena and Shawn just take out Edge and Orton, and then immediately Shawn turns on Cena because we are like a week removed from their hour-long match in Raw.
Which people are like, oh, why aren't you covering? Like that's one of John's best matches. It's in the Michaels episodes.
Yes.
Go back and listen. We already did the hour-long match.
Go all the way back.
All the way back, baby. Shawn was our second 3-part episode.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Go all the way back.
Been doing this podcast for too long.
I mean, this is year 3, baby.
We got to talk about this because it's a trend.
Is it Bruno?
No, it's Kevin. So Cena has a weird look to his suplexes always because he never hits it like a normal suplex. He doesn't like leave the person straight up. He lets them curve a little bit.
Yeah,
because I don't know. It's just how he does it. Every time he does it, Michael Cole calls it a fisherman suplex
because the guy's legs are down.
The legs aren't even down. The person's just like, instead of being like this, I'm just showing Evan.
Straight up,
they're like this.
Yeah, they're just bent over a little bit, yeah.
It's a little bit. It's a little hunch.
Yeah. But
and he calls it a fisherman. It's not a fisherman suplex, Cole. It's just a fucking ugly regular suplex.
I love that Edge and Orton are in this match. Already former tag partners who will still be mad about it in 15 years. Like, get over it. Go to therapy. God damn.
Couples therapy is a thing, guys.
Orton with a beauty of a dropkick.
God, it's so cute.
Mike. Oh my God, that dropkick's so cute. Michaels pulls Orton out of the ring. Cena gets a double clothesline to both Edge, or to both Orton and Michaels, and Edge with a baseball slide to Cena. I was like, this is the pace of action I like in my multi-man matches. Shit just keeps happening.
And then we get a cool little spot here where everyone's congregating on the outside, except for Shawn.
I wonder what he's doing.
Gets on the top rope and is telegraphing his move for like 30 seconds before anybody decides to look up. And it's just like, oh no.
Speaking of telegraph moves, at one point we move into the ring. I think I'm missing a little bit, but both Michaels and Edge happen to be conveniently leaned over right in front of each other, right in front of the top rope. And John Cena hits them with the very cool double top rope leg drop.
And then Orton just decks him with a clothesline.
Just fucks him up.
By the way, my favorite thing that people do in a clothesline is not like the normal clothes. Like normal clotheslines are great. Don't get me wrong. Normal lariats too. It's when the person like goes like that. Like they kind of do like a palm strike type deal. Bah. It's fucking awesome, dude. I love it.
Speaking of awesome, Orton had a nice inverted backbreaker. I fucking love that move of his.
Yeah. That like
where he drops down and does the backbreaker over his own back.
Yeah, it's such a heel Orton thing.
It just looks like such a shitty little person thing to do.
He only does it when he's a heel too. Have you noticed that?
Yeah,
it's fucking great.
I do like people who have their set like heel babyface movesets,
like the stomps. Orton doesn't do this like the taunt stomps unless he's a heel.
Yeah, I like Rollins is really good at changing his moveset when he's babyface or heel.
So last time you saw him do a Phoenix Splash.
Oh, rip. What else is going on? Oh, Orton and Edge start to work together. They decide the devil you know is better than the one you don't. So like, let's just work together and then we'll figure it out later. Bastards always reunite in multi-man matches.
And then that lasted all of like 5 seconds.
Yes.
And we get my favorite line that JR has said.
Okay, hit me. That
partnership dissolved faster than one of your marriages, King.
Which one? Pick one.
Well, he said marriages.
Jizz. Oh, pause.
There's a plurality too.
At one point, Cena gets launched off the apron onto the ECW announce table, which fully dates this match. It happened during the ECW times. Ooh. Double Boston Crab by Rated RKO on Michaels. Wishbone City, baby.
Jesus. My man is getting absolutely torn up. And by the way, so if he taps,
who wins?
Who the fuck wins?
Rated RKO, WWE champions.
Actually, that would have been cool because then we could have gotten cool segments with them in therapy or something.
No, I'm the WWE champion.
No, I am.
But I hear voices.
No, we haven't. I don't think we've gotten to that stage, have we?
Oh no, not yet.
No, he's still the hey.
I
guys.
fucking love Burn Your Light. It's a great song.
So great. Anyways, so Cena comes through, hits a blockbuster on both their asses,
Mm-hmm.
and I love everything about it.
Shoulder blocks for everyone. Edge gets put in position for the 5-knuckle shuffle.
Yes,
It's great.
we stand a 5-knuckle shuffle. We do not stand the STFU.
No. Let's talk about it now. John Cena is not good at this move.
He got better at it eventually, because eventually he started incorporating more forearm into it and making it look normal. Like, there are times where he'll hit it and it looks great.
Mm-hmm. John Cena as a man he's just a weirdly proportionate. He's a giant human being. Yeah. You ever seen that man in a suit? It looks hilarious.
The thing with Cena, though, his arms are short for his body. 100%. I don't know what his wingspan.
Everything on him is wide as fuck.
I don't know what his wingspan is, but it is not. It's like if he's 6'2" or whatever the fuck Cena is, it's his wingspan is not 6'2". It's like fucking 5'11".
Yeah. So then when he does submission, specifically the STFU, which involves usually like you have to be a tall guy to do it and have a decent reach.
Samoa Joe.
I know, but you have to have like a decent reach and also the ability to contort your body in certain ways. And he just doesn't do it a lot of the times, and leads to him just lazily putting his arms around the guy's neck.
The problem is he's doing the like fucking word life thing with the person's face when he should just be like, just rotate your body a little bit.
Move your forearm. Yeah.
Get the forearm in there.
Get in there. Get over here.
Get in there. Anyway. Edge blasts Orton with a chair at some point here. I don't know where the fuck we got. I'm just going to cherry pick, and that's where we are in this match now.
So Orton ended up on the announce table. HBK goes for a powerbomb. Edge breaks up with a steel chair, and then Edge just turns and bodies Orton with it. That's where we're at. Go ahead.
We got an STFU on Edge. It looks like shit, like I mentioned. We get an STFU on Orton. It doesn't look even better. And then HBK comes to town.
Yeah.
And my man starts heating up, and I just love the HBK classic. The Shawn Michaels classic offense is great. When he's firing up, and he's just hitting everybody with everything. He's fucking throwing his body around. He's doing all this stuff.
He avoids the STFU, and he rolls it up Cena instead for a 2. Kips up, and then it's atomic drops for the whole party.
Yes.
Yeah.
At one point here, he hits an elbow on Cena. Hits an elbow on Edge. Is not able to hit an elbow on Orton because Cena gets up.
Yeah. Cena wants a top rope FU on Michaels. But Orton and Edge decide to Tower of Doom them instead, so it just turns into a Samoan drop.
Yeah, now everyone's down, and it's like, if you guys had just let him do the AA or the FU or whatever on him, like, you could have just attacked Cena and figured it out from there.
But heels don't think.
It's like, now everyone's dead.
Yeah.
Instead, this is what we're doing. So Cena has Edge up in the FU position. Shawn comes. Cena gets him up on top of Edge. Shawn slips out, and he goes for the sweet chin music. Like, you can see he's telegraphing it. Orton comes from out of fucking nowhere, hits an RKO.
This one is one of the most out of nowhere RKOs I've ever seen.
Yeah, because the way the camera angle was set up, you just could not see him coming.
Yeah.
He hits the RKO from out of fucking nowhere. Orton has to drop Edge instead of hitting the FU so that he could break up the pin, or else he was gonna fucking lose.
Yeah.
And then Edge, when Cena gets up, Edge is there, hits an execution, which is that DDT that he does.
Yeah.
For a near fall. And oh my god, we get so much action.
It keeps going nuts. Edge spears Orton. Cena FUs Edge, and afterwards he's so exhausted he just falls on Orton.
No.
Isn't that what happened?
No, Shawn comes through and fucking hits him with a sweet chin music.
Oh, that is what happened.
So he falls back on Orton, and then Shawn is dead. Because he just ate an RKO not too long ago. So he just falls down on the ground. And before he can realize it, the referee's counting 1, 2, 3. John Cena's just accidentally won this match.
You know what? Sometimes it's good to win things by accident. Happy accident.
Hey, sometimes you just accidentally in love, you know?
Okay. Weird references, but okay. We're having our bonus. It's not a bonus promo. It's not a promo. It is a match, but we're only looking at part of the match. We need to talk about the 2008
It's a moment. We're looking at a moment.
John Cena tore his pec in October of 2007, proving that he is not Captain America. And this is January 2008. The timeline originally for his return was what? I think it was like at least 5 months or 6 months.
Heck, it's got to be 6 at least.
So this man came back in around 2 and a bit. This man is not human, and he appears as number 30 in 2008 Royal Rumble. I love this because Madison Square Garden is so excited to hear John Cena's music, to have his return, and then they remember that they hate John Cena.
It's the greatest thing. So it is quite literally one of the 3 biggest pops in the history of pro wrestling.
Absurd.
And then it just becomes, oh, fuck.
Wait, no, we fucking hate this guy. Boo! Wrestling fans, we are so dumb. We are so dumb because we're like, oh my God, this is a great moment. I'm going to shit on it because I hate this baby face. Triple H's sell of John Cena's return is great. His face is so surprised.
Yeah, dude. He just like drops to his knee and he's just like,
Yeah.
fuck.
No.
Because he's
Cena
been
gets in the
working
ring
so hard throughout this entire match. He's like
Triple H
the
is trying
favorite.
really hard. Cena gets in the ring, tosses Carlito, Chavo Guerrero, and Mark Henry because he hates our old episodes, apparently. He's like, fuck this catalog.
Forgot we did Carlito.
Yeah, we did Carlito. I'm pretty sure we did Chavo and Carlito. Like, there was like a 1 week gap between the two of them.
Oh, good for us.
Yeah, good for us. Good for young us.
Young us.
He gets tripped with a 5-knuckle shuffle, and MSG fully hates him now.
As they should.
The wouldn't it have been funny if Triple H still won? I was thinking about that. Wouldn't it have been really funny?
No,
it's the wrong move.
I don't even remember what the fuck was 2008. What was the main event of WrestleMania? Cena was in the triple threat, wasn't he? With
the thing is, Cena cashes in at No Way Out and has the match with Orton.
So upon further review, I'm not sure about the No Way Out thing because Randy Orton is champion heading into this match. But it was a triple threat. It just wasn't the triple threat that I thought it was. Yeah. It is Randy Orton, John Cena, and Triple H. So Triple H, for all his reactions, was still in the fucking title match at WrestleMania.
Not bad.
Big Show was fighting Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And Edge, who was also in that triple threat that I thought of, was fucking main eventing against The Undertaker.
Pretty good match. Also, Cena, he wins. He FUs Triple H out of the ring for the win. It's really good. There's one point in this clip where you see the classic MSG entryway, like that short little entrance right on the hard cam. There was a little kid just in the middle of the entryway cheering for John Cena. I don't know where this kid came from.
He's just me. Random. I'm that kid.
Tell us your story.
No, I mean, fuck me. I can't, like, I know I say it a lot, but I genuinely cannot describe how much I fucking love John Cena. Like,
you would have burned down the world for John Cena.
I remember this moment. Like, I didn't buy pay-per-views as a kid because we were poor and I could never get my parents to do it, even though I asked them all the time. But holy shit, dude, when I was watching Monday Night Raw the next night and I saw that Cena had come back, I fucking cried. Not really, but I was so happy. Like, I still remember that feeling and, the moment. And it's genuinely one of those moments that I look back and watch all the time. Just literally not even the 2008 Royal Rumble. I just watch the moment of Cena's return because it's such a great pop. It's wrestling at its best is when the crowd is just so fully invested. And I know it quickly turns to sour grapes because, it's John Cena, so now we have to boo this man. Just the passion that you see there of people like, holy shit, he's back. And now, holy shit, like, it's for as loud as the babyface pop is for him, it's an even bigger, like, booing reaction. And that's even better because my man is spurring all of these people in this entire arena, in literally the most famous arena in the world, to fucking get a reaction. Like, there is probably no one in that audience that isn't saying something.
Yeah, that's the thing. As a wrestler, you want a reaction. You don't want silence.
Yeah.
John Cena's probably thrilled he gets the reaction.
And that's why you could talk all this shit you want about John Cena and Super Cena and all this shit. My man was over, and it didn't matter what. He was getting a reaction out of every single person in that audience.
Breaking Point 2009 is our next match versus Randall Keith Orton, another I Quit match for the WWE Championship. Weird that we have 2 I Quit matches, but this is how we roll. Breaking Point, a concept pay-per-view that I don't actually hate. I like it. Submissions. It makes sense. Have some submission matches. Let your submission-based wrestlers shine. I don't hate it. One thing I miss, having Lillian Garcia as the ring announcer so she can say championship. That woman has never pronounced the P in championship in her life.
You're
The
not
WWE
wrong.
Championship.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Orton is at an absolute. He is a creep in this part of his career.
Dude, his health kick phase. This is what I called it. This was the juice diet, Orton.
He's cleansing.
My man has not touched a carb in 2 years.
Orton, I don't know if this comment makes sense, but it does to me. Orton is the Durant to Cena's LeBron. Orton, like, just natural talent, all those things. He's the villain a lot.
That's a really good one.
I think it's pretty good. And also seeing him so fucking cut here, I was like, "Who is this skinny man?" And I was like, "He's Kevin Durant."
Good one. Holy shit. Yeah, no, I would say that. Yeah, I mean, listen, for as much as we don't want to say, like, yeah, John Cena is the best wrestler of our generation. In my opinion, he's on the Mount Rushmore of professional of WWE at least.
Yeah,
and Orton's right there. Like, Orton was right there with him the entire time.
Yeah.
So yeah, like for as awesome as Cena is, like, of this generation, I would argue the 3 best wrestlers in all of pro wrestling were John Cena, AJ Styles, and Randy Orton.
That's a good argument.
Tanahashi's a very close 4th.
They're fully in the John Cena is a controversial competitor thing at this point. They're they're like, he's a controversial guy.
Hated that.
The fact that we are in Montreal and didn't have a screw job rehash as the main event in an I Quit match is almost a shame. It's almost a shame.
I'm okay with it.
I mean, no, I agree. They go to the well way too much. But an I Quit match, WWE Championship in Montreal, I'm surprised they weren't like, "Oh, we have to unthaw Bret Hart."
Jesus Christ,
we're doing this again.
Speaking of Bret Hart, spoilers. Anyways, so Cena explodes with offense very early. This match did not start with a collar and elbow lockup.
No, it didn't.
Fuck, which is funny because aside from the Fatal 4-Way, this was the match with the least like heat behind it. I would say.
Yeah,
I would say the Edge one was the one that had the most.
Yep.
And that started with a collar and elbow tie up, and that's a fucking TLC match. Like the JBL one had more, I think, more vigor between the two men than this one, and that started with a collar and elbow tie up, and this one doesn't.
Yeah,
it's like, what the fuck are we doing? Also, they're really early on. They tell you that John Cena suffered a head injury because of Orton on SmackDown or wherever the fuck. And
ooh,
that's the whole story of this match. Cena had a head injury. Oh no. Anyways, fisherman suplex. That's not really a fisherman suplex.
They get to the outside. Orton grabs the 80s announce table monitor and clocks Cena with it.
80s?
That's what it looks like. Like Gorilla Monsoon is calling shit on these.
Vince McMahon is also calling stuff on it.
Will you stop? All right. Cena does the 5 moves of doom in the ring, and I just had this moment of like, God, have Orton quit after a 5-knuckle shuffle.
No. Before that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. That isn't actually a funny thing, but it was so fucking hilarious to me. Is Orton has him in the draping DDT position, and before he spikes him, he forces. Is it Kyoto? Is Kyoto the referee in this match?
Yeah.
Forces Kyoto to come over and cut the mic and ask him if he wants to quit. It's like, dude, we're fucking like 4 moves into this match.
We haven't even started yet.
You're about to hit a draping DDT, a move that man has experienced many, many times.
Yeah, and
he's okay. He'll be fine. And you want him to see if he quits? You think he's scared of the draping DDT, Malaka?
Like I said, we get the 5-knuckle shuffle. We get the 5 moves of doom. F you to the outside, but Orton lands on the apron and brings Cena's neck down. A little guillotine on the ropes.
Love it.
Then Orton decides to start using the steel steps to his advantage. Stomping on Cena's arm on the steel steps and making Kyoto ask him if he wants to quit. Cena with the most deadpan, just no.
First off, did you say arm? He's stomping him in the neck.
Oh, that was his arm.
It's his fucking neck.
I was clearly
not like a head injury, Evan.
I don't know what story they're telling. I was distracted by Mike Chioda. Man was doing too much.
What the fuck was Mike Chioda doing?
The way he was asking the questions was too intense.
Do you want
to quit?
I mean, that's just his voice, though. To be fair,
That's true. Kyoto's got a really gravelly voice.
yeah, which is fucking. I don't think he's had like it's not like an Eric Young situation where Eric Young's had like 20 surgeries on his throat just to like deal with the issue, and it's just got.
Kyoto's been doing too many countouts for years. 7.
There's gonna be Adele when she's 75.
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, he's trying to take his head off. Whatever, no big deal. Cena's still just deadpans. No.
No. By the way, the step usage here was fucking crazy. So you just keep stomping him out. Eventually, Orton pulls out some handcuffs, kinky, and handcuffs Cena to the top rope back in the ring. It's fucking crazy because Cena, the keys are now around. So it's like on a chain, like a necklace.
Yeah,
and he puts.
It's great because Cena used to carry around a chain with a padlock on it, and now Orton has a chain with a key.
Oh my god, they were meant to do this forever.
BFFs.
By the way, when Cena inevitably retires, who do you want to be the guy that retires him? Because it should be Randall Keith.
Who retires him?
Yes.
Like ends his career.
Give me Orton punting him to oblivion.
Honestly, I love that.
Randall Keith.
Have it be like John Cena's going to go on his own terms. He's going to retire and it's going to be great. And then Orton just interrupts, punts him, and leaves.
It's going to realistically be like Austin Theory or something. But it was,
He's going to take a selfie with his dead body.
Christ. I hope by that point he drops the selfie gimmick.
He's never dropping it. Vince thinks it's funny.
He's like my age. Actually, I think Austin Theory's younger than me.
So Cena's cuffed to the top rope. That's where we were at. Orton grabs a mic, smacks Cena with it. He's
stomping him too.
Yeah, he keeps asking him like, "Hey, you want to quit?
Quit, bitch."
No. Cena then gets cuffed on the ring post instead. I love this part. Orton gets water bottle and sprays water in Cena's face. He's like, "You're not passing out on me, bitch." And Cena just takes some of the water in his mouth and spits it back.
Everyone's like, oh. So this is what is it? What the fuck was the thing that they were trying to get over with Orton, that he has like the anger issues, the IDE or whatever the fuck?
Yeah, like some sort of explosive personality disorder or whatever.
Whatever the fuck. I hated that, by the way. This is
you know what? We need medical jargon.
Yeah, whatever the fuck. He's like, guys, he gets mad really easily. It's like, okay, what is he? The fucking
we had one of those in school too. You'd poke him with a stick for a couple of days at recess, and he'd fucking explode and go to the teacher's office. It's like, yeah, this is great.
No, he's the angry emotion from that movie,
Inside Out.
Movie. Inside Out, yeah.
He's Lewis Black.
Jesus.
Cena doesn't say no, or say I quit. He says no, and so he gets kendo sticks to the legs and abs.
Yeah, because. By the way, those left some gnarly marks.
They did. This is where I realized Orton has maybe the greatest wide-eyed stare in wrestling history. Just, oh, how dare you.
My precious. Precious. Anyways, so the only reason Cena is able to even get out of this fucking predicament is because Orton gets cocky and gets way too close to John Cena with the kendo stick. He's talking his shit. He's doing all this. And Cena just low blows him.
Yep.
Just nonchalantly, shamelessly.
To the nuts.
Near or shin, straight to nutsack.
Yep. Manages to get the handcuffs up and over the ring post to be relatively free. His hands are still cuffed.
Yeah. And the funniest shit about this is because they're still cuffed, Orton eventually gets the advantage back. Like, removes the handcuff from one of Cena's hands, puts it on the bottom rope of another ring corner.
Yeah.
Cena's on the outside, and he's just like, well, I'm going to murder you with a chair.
Yeah.
Cena back body drops Orton. And this is actually pretty fucking cool. In the middle of the back body drop, the chain fell out of Orton's neck, and it's on the ground. Cena's like, goes, grabs it, gets himself free.
Like, hey, Scoob, look at the key.
Right, zoink, Scoobs.
So he manages to unfree himself, and then his thought process is not, let's get rid of the handcuffs entirely. No. These are the handcuffs that have like a little bit of a longer chain. So instead, he turns this into a tiny strap match because he cuffs himself to Orton.
Kinky.
Mr. Gray will see you now, John. Actually, that book wouldn't come out for like 2 years.
I've never read or seen anything about
You've
that.
heard of pornography? It's that, but worse. All right.
It's that, but with acting
It's
in
that
Dakota
with
Johnson.
bad acting.
Don Johnson's daughter is in this.
This is my Miami Vice. All right. So it's a strap match. He tosses Orton into the announce table. I'm trying to keep going. I'm trying. He tosses Orton into the announce table. Cena tries to go and do an FU, but he can't.
No F you for you. Orton hits an RKO. Orton tries crawling to the keys while Cena is literally just face planted. Cena looks. There's like this one fucking meme of just Ralph Wiggle like dead.
Yeah.
And Cena looks just like that, just knocked out on the goddamn floor.
But as Orton is crawling for the keys, Cena wakes up and sees that he is in perfect position for an STFU. Cena locks in with the chain, using that as which
the chain. Well, he locks him in kind of with his own hand. He's using his own arm to
he pulls the hand with the chain over his arm.
So Orton's essentially giving himself an STFU.
You're doing this to yourself, Randall. And that makes Orton quit. He quits at that.
Yes, Orton quits like almost immediately. By the way,
yeah, he's like, I don't want to be here.
He's not gonna be there.
He's Eric Bledsoe on the Suns. I don't want to be here. You remember that tweet?
Yeah. And then he's like, I was at the salon or whatever.
Yeah, I was with my girlfriend at the salon. Shut the fuck up. You didn't want to play for the Suns. All right, we're taking a break. When we get back, John Cena cuts a hell of a promo. We're back, and it's John Cena promo against one CM Punk. Raw, September 10th, 2012.
We're back in Montreal.
We've had 3 matches in Canada, or 3 things in Canada this time. This is great.
I swear I chose the matches, not Evan.
You did. And you went with a Canadian flavor. Bret Hart's here too, because every time they're in Montreal, they have to bring Bret Hart out. Hey, remember that thing that happened to you? All right. Cool. Every fucking time.
Remember one of the worst days of your professional career?
Yeah, how you feel? Good? All right. Groovy.
Right. So anyways, this is in preparation for their match.
Night of Champions?
Yeah, Night of Champions. Which, spoiler alert, CM Punk wins.
He does.
And so what does Cena do to get his shit in? Because he knows he's taking the L? He fucking sends CM Punk straight to the goddamn sun with his words.
He truly does. For 300 days, you have been WWE champion. No. You want to go into it first? Okay, you go. You love your promos. You go ahead.
We're going right away here.
Okay.
This is literally the first line. Tonight, I'm going to take a lesson from Montreal and actually hit you in the face with a little dose of truth. For 300 days, you have been WWE champion. For 300 days, that title has been irrelevant. Month after month, you watch main event pass you by, and your excuse is that there's this weird political agenda against you. But the truth is, there is no you.
The fact that he said for 300 days it's relevant is so mean because he's not Jinder Mahal. And that's the real irrelevant title reign. But that hasn't happened yet.
It's true. I mean, the man got bumped off of a fucking pay-per-view main event for Cena and Laurinaitis.
Yeah. Johnny Ace.
And it was a fucking match against Daniel Bryan.
The night you made the most noise is the night your microphone was silenced. Shit, that's true.
Change was not an ice cream bar. Change was not edgy television. Change wasn't even new talent. All change to you was make CM Punk a star.
That's a really
you don't
good
even
line.
know who CM Punk is.
These are all the best promos have a basis in truth, and holy shit, these are really cutting deep.
And then he just went right for it.
Yep,
I went from an underdog to an odds-on favorite. But I did it as me. Through all this, the wins, the losses, the championships, the year when I didn't win the big one at WrestleMania, the embarrassment, the humility, I've had to stand on my own 2 feet and do it as me, which is true. John Cena never wavered as John Cena.
It's true.
Then we got some We get some stuff about CM Punk not knowing who he is. He said he stole the fucking elbow drop from the late Macho Man Randy Savage.
You've changed your ideology because he was the straight edge superstar, and then he had the straight edge society, and he keeps changing around what he cares about.
Straight edge Jesus.
Yeah, you borrow colors from Hall of Famers, all because you've yet to find you.
And
you
then
think because you have the WWE Championship, you are justified and have respect. You don't.
Cena doesn't believe in that.
No.
And then we get the pandering.
I love the pandering. We are in Montreal, Quebec. And for those of you who do not know, Quebec is Canada's primarily French-speaking province. So John Cena says, I speak a little French. Yeah, je parle petit français. And the Montreal crowd fucking explodes. They lose it.
Huge
They're like,
pop.
one of us, Tabernacle, let's go. Very excited. Kevin Owens was somewhere being like, he knows us.
Yes, he was.
CM Punk talks about a big win at Night of Champions. I am going to kick your ass. That is what he says en français.
So Punk said that Cena had to lower himself to the level of the fans, and Cena gets pissed the fuck off and just goes,
so good. This is
enough!
So good.
Listen here, Jack. I didn't lower myself to their level because they are the reason we are here. You're an ignorant son of a bitch, and you need a little bit of respect. So in English, what I said is, you say you are going to win at Night of Champions, but I'm just going to kick your ass.
Punk then goes, I love Punk's thought process here. One, you pander to these people, fuck these people. And then it's like, not pandering. Punk's like, I don't care. And then he's like, you know what the best solution is going to be? I'm going to punch an old man. He's going to punch Bret Hart, and Cena blocks him.
No, he tries to block Cena, and Cena blocks him.
Oh, I thought he was aiming for Bret at that point.
No, it was just kind of like a weird wind-up.
It was a lot of a hook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tried to do that, and he blocked him. So he goes and punches Bret. The reason why it kind of did look like he was going for Bret at first, but I also realized that Bret did not like make a move at all.
No.
So I was like, oh no, it was for Cena the whole time.
Bret was just chilling.
Cena backs off, takes off his shirt because John Cena. And so Punk tries to punch Bret. Bret blocks the punch, decks him right in the fucking face. Cena goes scampering off like the little bitch he is.
Little bitch. And now to something that CM Punk would never get. The WrestleMania main event. Sad. We already covered once in a lifetime, WrestleMania 28. We're here for twice in a lifetime. Remember when this was like a one-time only? Oh my God, it's going to be a thing. Twice in a lifetime. Did we need this? Probably not. Did it need to be for the WWE Championship? Absolutely not. It telegraphed how it was going to go after Rock beat Cena at 28. Obviously, he was going to get his win back, and then it became more obvious once The Rock was WWE Champion for WrestleMania 29.
And Cena had won the Royal Rumble.
It is wild that WrestleMania, 80,000 people in New Jersey, is headlined by a man in cargo shorts. That is fucking hilarious.
Fighting Dwayne Johnson.
That is hilarious. Fighting Maui. I love it. Wrestling's stupid.
Fighting Joe, whatever the fuck his last name from the movie with Madison Pettis where he's a football player.
Just long walk to get there. Short drink of water. This match, this is not good. This is not good.
Yeah, it wasn't great for the Tooth Fairy.
The Scorpion King looks terrible.
No, it's bad. I mean, it's a badass entrance for The Rock. The Rock looks fucking fantastic.
The entrances are great, and then you can literally, this is a 23-minute match, you can skip the first 15 minutes. At least.
And it's around the 15-minute mark. I looked it up. I wanted to see. So The Rock gets fucking rocked in this match.
Yes, he does.
Like, legitimately injured. He tears so many fucking muscles. It's insane. And I wanted to know when that happened. And he said, around the 15-minute mark, I heard a pop. So you mean to tell me the best parts of this match happened after The Rock got hurt?
Apparently.
What the fuck are we doing here? Anyways. So it's a very long process to start the match. They are fucking milking this sucker. which is wild to me because we'd already seen it. We've seen them touch. We've seen them do all this stuff. They literally had a 20-odd minute match the year before.
Yep.
Why are they trying to milk this moment like it's some big ass ordeal? Like it's the first time this has ever happened. It's such a crazy moment. Oh my God.
They are telling the story of John Cena being more careful because last time being cocky is the thing that cost him. So he's like not taking any chances. He's staying on top of the Rock. He is doing a lot of holds to grind him down. This is what commentary is trying to explain, but holy shit, it's boring. The sleeper holds are boring.
Bored.
Yeah. I'm bored.
The Rock has a very extra looking hip toss at one point here.
Okay.
Let me get some such slow exchanges.
It's slow. It's slow.
Eventually, The Rock powers out of the corner with a clothesline, which is something that we know that The Rock loves to do.
He loves it.
In our Rock 3-parter, go listen to that.
Go listen to that.
Big clothesline from Cena, though, at one point here. When The Rock was getting back into the ring, he hits a belly-to-belly suplex for a near fall.
Mm-hmm.
Headlock spot. Nothing happened. There's no reason for either man to be tired.
Nothing happened.
Headlock spot.
Mm-hmm.
And what follows up the headlock spot? You would think more action. No, this time The Rock has a headlock spot.
Head rock.
Head rock, yes.
Head rock spot.
Cena puts a backdrop. Waits like fucking 5-6 seconds to glow a little bit, and then goes for a cover.
Yeah.
It's almost like he forgot, to be honest, that he had the pin.
Doesn't make any sense.
Cena misses a regular standing elbow drop, eats a Samoan drop in return. Cena with a normalized suplex that Michael Cole calls a fisherman. The Rock goes for a spine buster. Cena counters into an STFU attempt. Didn't work. Rock counters 5-knuckle shuffle. Puts on a sharpshooter.
It looks like the most comfortable thing in the world for John Cena. Rock does not dig in the sharp. We know this. Rock's sharpshooter is bad. Cena is literally just chilling with his legs lifted. That's it. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of nuts.
It's not great. It really isn't great. But so Cena goes for another 5-knuckle shuffle attempt. When he's dropping the fist, The Rock moves out of the way, hits his DDT, which is beautiful. The Rock's DDT is absolutely gorgeous. DDT.
Yeah.
And then he gets in the rock bottom stance, which I've always loved. Anytime he does it, it's great. He puts so much effort into it. It's fun. Cena counters the rock bottom into an STFU, which does not look great. Cena sends The Rock into the corner, does his little setup, hits the 5-knuckle shuffle, picks up Rock for an FU. Rock gets out of it, hits a spine buster, but when he's taunting for the people's elbow, Cena drops him, hits puts the STFU back on.
Yeah. These boys started this match with 3 stored specials.
Basically.
They were like, max momentum. Let's fucking do this.
Yeah. Eventually here, The Rock hits a rock bottom almost out of nowhere for a near fall.
Yep.
Cena hits an FU on the comeback for a near fall. This is the point, I assume, when Rock realized he was injured. Because we're about 15 minutes in. Men. He said it was while both men were down. About 15 minutes in. This is about 15 minutes in. And it's the first time both men have been down.
Yeah.
So
this is probably it.
I could not figure out where it was. So apparently... So The Rock said that now he only has like 5.5 abs. Instead of a 6-pack, he has a 5.5-pack.
Because
boo-hoo. He tears the like very top part of his quad. And I guess that like went up to his abdomen region.
That's fucked up.
And it fucked up like his whole like abdomen region.
Jesus.
Which is why, all those filmings and shit got delayed. I think Hercules got delayed, which honestly, if that had been canceled, it would have been okay.
We would have lived.
Yeah. I don't think that would have affected The Rock's career in any way, shape, or form.
Nope.
Cena misses a top rope leg drop. Rock hits spine buster and people's elbow for a near fall.
These two have 2 of the dumbest moves in history. The 5-knuckle shuffle and the people's elbow are both the most ridiculous. The only thing more ridiculous is the worm.
Yeah.
These 2 are meant for each other.
Otis has that like weird little move too.
Yeah, the caterpillar.
Yeah, it's not great.
Does he still do it?
Well, now he's a heel, so
probably not.
No. No, he doesn't. It's not great. They start trading punches. Cena catches Rock on a crossbody attempt.
Yeah.
Tries for an FU. Rock breaks out of it. Hits another rock bottom for a near fall.
Yep.
Rock does the "you can't see me" set up to a people's elbow. Cena pops up, hits an FU for a near fall. I thought that was the end of the match.
I like the parallels to the last match. Makes sense. I also thought that was the end of the match.
Unfortunately, it was not. Cena hits a rock bottom for a near fall, and it's the meme reaction where he's like, all like,
yeah, I saw that. I was like, this is a meme face. I know this face.
Yeah. Cena stares at his hand like he's fucking Dwayne Wade, then smiles at the crowd, does the people's elbow taunt again, the same thing that cost them the match at last year's.
He's learned nothing.
Yeah. But this time, he expected it when the Rock popped up. He catches himself on the rope. When the Rock tries to go for a move, he picks up Rock for an FU. Rock breaks out, though. Hits a rock bottom for a crazy near fall.
A very good near fall. Then Rock hits a DDT, stalking Cena with his rock bottom pose, as he always does. We get a rock bottom attempt, reversed into an FU. 1, 2, 3. John Cena has gotten his vengeance on The Rock.
Twice in a lifetime, baby.
I'm waiting for thrice in a lifetime.
I'm not. I am absolutely not.
Once was good, twice was unnecessary.
You can get that in Fast 10.
It's true. Just let him square off. Whatever.
Actually, no. Peacemaker's in the DC universe, so we can get the Black Adam movie.
Peacemaker versus Black Adam. Yeah.
That'll be a massacre.
That people will die. But nobody died this time. This is great. We're doing good things. That was John Cena Part 2. This was fun.
John Cena Part 2, Electric Boogaloo, Johnny Q, baby.
And soon we will be at John Cena with a Vengeance, a.k.a. John Cena Part 3. Next time we're looking at Firefly Funhouse.
Samuel L. Jackson in this one.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson's in this one. It's very exciting. U.S. Open Challenge Cena, that type of era Cena.
Might light Roman Reigns on fire with a microphone type Cena.
Yeah, one of those Cenas, you know? Yeah. This was fun, though. I liked going back and seeing Cena against some of his best rivals. CM Punk, Randy Orton, Edge. These guys are these are the ones you think of going up against John Cena, and they don't disappoint.
I mean, this episode, I think match quality wise is probably going to be the worst of the bunch.
Probably, yeah.
But to be fair, at least, I mean, part one, I mean, we could say that, but part one probably is going to be worse just because he's not as good then. But anyways, the point of this more so was to highlight his main rivals, like the feud against Edge, his biggest rival, feud against Orton, one of his biggest rivals. The JBL one, honestly, I just wanted that match in there. The Fatal 4-Way was just, we got more Edge, we get more Orton, we get some HBK.
Yeah.
The Rock match kind of had to be there. It was such a big moment for Cena's career.
And we even had a little bit of him versus Triple H.
Yeah, a little bit of him and Triple H. He lights CM Punk on fire with a microphone, and it's a good time.
It's a great time. And next week will also be a great time looking at the old statesman John Cena. That wraps up this week. Javier, where can people find you on social media? No, he's an old statesman. He's an old man. Fuck you. I know it's elder. I don't care. Where can people find you on social media? Get your shit in.
The Twitter my shit. Evan's trying to gaslight me.
Get your shit in. We got to go home. The ref's telling us to go home.
I'm taking more time. This is the ladder match.
Screaming at me.
This is the ladder match from SummerSlam. I'm taking more time, damn it.
Nick Patrick has his mic in my face. I just got knocked out.
I'm on the Twitter machine at JMelloSports. Follow me, please.
Follow me on Twitter at @7gomes, ITSEVANGOMES. Follow the podcast on Twitter, most importantly, at Crossbody of Work. Next week, no surprise, John Cena Part 3. You know what was coming. But that wraps up for this week. Javier, any final words for the people?
Yes, this week on Life Advice with Javier. My advice, so there's a snowstorm here currently. Massachusetts. It's not great. I have to go clear out stuff because I want to go get pizza. Probably have to clean my car again, but hopefully there's not as much snow on it. So my advice to people is when there's a snowstorm, don't fucking go outside. You know what? This is not going to be an inspiring week because honestly, I don't really have anything to inspire people with.
Snowstorms are the days to stay inside.
Stay the fucking inside. Elden Ring's out. If you play video games, get it and fucking play it. It's fucking fantastic, and I really want to play it. And I have to go get food for myself because I now live alone and I'm an adult or whatever. and I don't have enough food in this house. But anyways,
need some food in this house.
The life advice for this week: when there is snow outside and it's still falling, make sure you clear out your car before the next day comes, because that shit will freeze and it will be really hard for you to remove it later on. Get it while it's at its softest.
Also, be sure to put your windshield wipers up so they don't get frozen.
The night before, always.
Yep, always
the day before, always do that.
Look
Unless
at this,
you have a garage.
Actual practical life advice this week. You love to see it.
Yes, and if you have a garage, I hate you.
On that note of Javier hating people with garages, we'll see you next week. John Cena Part 3. We'll see you then.